fuck is the name of my channel? Hey guys, it's me, WeebQ. This review will go over the world, the story, and giving an understandable but comprehensive understanding of what you'll be getting into when reading Solo Leveling. Please enjoy the video. If you guys don't know me, I also have a gaming channel called Q Lee, which I'll put in the link in the description. Today we're talking about a power fantasy manhwa, which is a Korean comic, if you will. It is essentially a power fantasy that SAO could never be. Let's dive right in. Solo Leveling is an action-adventure fantasy shonen based in a world where gates started appearing 10 years before the start of our story. The gates act such as a raid in World of Warcraft, where you need at least 10 people to enter made up of different ranked hunters. The gates are filled with numerous different monsters, from orcs, giant spiders, even the undead. Every time a hunter kills one of these mobsters, what? Fucking Al Pacino? Every time a hunter kills one of these monsters, they're able to obtain items that they can actually sell for real world money. The gates can range from a bunch of different levels, such as A, B, C, D, and all depending on the strength of the magical energy that the gate actually protrudes. It can even reach the rank of S, we'll get into that in just a second. The way the ranks work within this world is that people go to something called the Hunter Association headquarters, where they place their hand on a weird orb thing that judges how much magical energy you have. Essentially, imagine a DMV, but for people that kill things. Now, depending on where your magical energy lies, assuming that you actually have any, I could place the hunters from D, C, B, A, and S being the highest tier, and E, which is the lowest. Now, not everyone in this world has magical energy. Matter of fact, having any magical energy at all gives you extra strength, dexterity, something that any normal person would consider superhuman. And top that off with a healing factor that Wolverine would be jealous of, you have yourself a hunter ready to raid. Now that the world's been put together, let's start talking about our protagonist, Sung Jin Woo, an E-ranked hunter just trying to make money for his mother's illness. What else is new? I mean, it's literally an isekai without, oh, actually you do travel to a different world, but that's a different story. Actually, no, it's the same story. What am I talking about? I should also probably mention he's actually ranked the lowest out of all the E-ranked hunters, which gives him the nickname, the world's weakest hunter, or in the translation I read, the weakest hunter in the world. From the first 20 chapters of the story, it's what you expect. Main MC gets special power and becomes a total badass that Kirito wishes he could be. That's twice now that I mentioned SAO. And in all honesty, it's done very well. Actually, to be perfectly honest, going off script here, the story, I would argue, is significantly better than what it probably should be. At the chapter I'm at currently, I'm at chapter 147. I can't stop reading because it's got that level of intricacy that isn't there but also is there if you overthink about it. And I love stuff like that because it's one of those power fantasies where you could just turn off your brain, go full on monkey brain, and as Joey said on the Trash Taste podcast, do the dong thing. I don't remember how it goes. I'll put a clip here.
These shows are the ones that activates my monkey brain.
From the beautiful art of each page and each panel, man, like each panel is done so well. It's so much detail. It's just and the story, it's done at such a good pace as well. It's a perfect pace for a story with a power fantasy focus. You get the human aspect of what it is to be a hunter while also seeing how normal people see hunters are. Like, they literally see them as like regular everyday police officers or firefighters. They're really cool to see, but no one's gonna ask for an autograph, not unless you're getting a ticket. What I'm trying to get at here is that they are seen as everyday workers while also being recognized as someone with a special job. As of currently recording this, I'm all caught up on chapter 147, which actually just came out on the day of recording this, or the day before. So I'm going to try to avoid any spoilers. Now to tell you my thoughts in full. It's magnificent. That's it. That's the only words I have for it. Well, except it's not. Not that it doesn't have its fantastic qualities. It's a manga or manhwa, if you will, that you can just turn the brain off and that's it. I mean, that's literally the selling point of this manhwa. And I know I'm butchering that, but there's nothing wrong with turning off your brain and enjoying a good story. Matter of fact, as a shonen nerd growing up, watching Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, it's like turning off your brain for a little bit to enjoy a good fight and enjoy a good story without having to think too hard on it. Because there is still a lot that falls apart if you think about it too much. Matter of fact, in the story, there's a couple of things that just don't make sense. And once they get to the topic of it, they just brush it off like it's kind of nothing. And I'll be honest, because at the end of the day, all I can tell you is it's hype. It's so hype that it's pure unadulterated hype, which is a lot. But it's a good read. I would highly suggest anybody go read it, especially since it's, almost 150 chapters already. Go take a read of it. And if you haven't, go check out the light novel first. But I would highly suggest, if you're not going through the light novel, read the comic version of it. It's fantastic. And I'll see you guys next Friday. Happy reading. Also, I give it a 7 out of 10.